In today's video, we're adding one of my all-time grail items into the game room.
Team Canada.
What's going on, guys? SeeJayAre here, back with another video. Now, I added this amazing piece, as you can see by the thumbnail. You already know what it is. I've added a virtual pinball machine down here in the game room. It's something that I've wanted for, the better part of like 5-6 years, since virtual pinball machines have really become popular. It was quite the investment, but as I've always mentioned, the little bit of money that I do make from YouTube and, selling off the games that I find at garage sales or whatever it may be, keeping what I need, selling off, that's how I pay for stuff like this. So big thanks to you guys for watching these videos, subscribing. If you haven't done so, you can subscribe, ring the bell button to see more video content. Now, I actually picked this up back in, I want to say August, early September. So it's been a while. I've been meaning to get you guys this video. So I'm going to actually roll the footage of us picking up the pinball machine, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it and give you guys all the specs, and we'll go through and highlight some of the features on this amazing pinball machine. Hey, what's going on, guys? SeeJayAre here, and today I'm joined by a special guest, my buddy Chris Giles. I'll put a link in the description below to his Instagram. Go over and follow him. He's nice enough to help me today. He's got a van. We are headed to Woodstock Custom Arcades in Woodstock, Ontario, to pick up one of the grails, game room grails that I've always wanted. Crazy expensive item, by far the most expensive item that I've ever paid for in my game room. So yeah, you're gonna see already from the thumbnail. So it's a pinball table, a virtual pinball table. So headed to Woodstock Custom Arcades. There will be a link in the description below for Woodstock Custom Arcades. The guy over there, Derek, is fantastic, super nice, and does some fantastic builds. So super excited to do this. Let's go. We got a bit of a drive. All right, not gonna lie, that was quite a bit heavier than I anticipated. It took the three of us to get it in there. Once again, huge thank you to Chris. So, all set up. We just need to get it home, bring it down to the game room, and put those legs on. So this is Derek from Woodstock Custom Arcades. I, of course, will put a link in the description below. Go check out his work. He does some gorgeous stuff, pinballs and arcade machines.
Pinballs and arcade machines. I'm
out of breath from carrying that. That's how bad a shape I'm in. Anyways, let's get this bad boy home. All right, so we got the pinball machine loaded up. We're headed back. Seems to be some traffic, so Chris and I will just have to spend another half hour, 45 minutes talking about video games and pickups. All right, so Chris is playing Batman 66. Love Batman. This was actually the theme that I was gonna go with prior to getting the Godzilla. It's working great so far. All right, guys, so here it is. Quick look at the artwork on the side. This is a Godzilla themed pinball machine. Now, Godzilla is a Stern pinball machine that came out, I think, 2019-ish. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But yeah, a really popular pinball table that hasn't been quite perfected for virtual pin yet, but eventually I'll be able to play a appropriate version of Godzilla on this. Love the decals on this. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Really, really happy with that. We've got the under LEDs. It's kind of hard to see here when it's not completely dark down here. Usually I have it set up in more darker conditions. But we've got red LEDs coming out the bottom and back. I'll give you guys a view here in the back. Hopefully you can see that, but all sorts of vibrating motors to give you that realistic feel of pinball. We've got a GeForce RTX, I believe 1060 in there, so pretty beefy video card. Yeah, the PC's in there. It runs on 3 different amplifiers under here for sound. So you're able to isolate different sounds depending on where the play field is. So, you know, the top section here would have its own dedicated amplifier, and you can tweak the different volume levels and bass and stuff like that to give you as realistic pinball feel as you can. Now, I would say on a virtual pinball machine like this, you're at like 80% of what it would feel like to have a real pinball machine. You know, it's not 100% accurate, obviously. It is running on a 4K 120 hertz monitor, so super high refresh rate, which does give you very realistic feeling, but it's not exactly the same as a actual physical pinball machine, but pretty darn close. And for the amount of games that you can play on this thing, you know, for the price of owning one pinball machine or even less than one pinball machines are extremely expensive. You can have hundreds of virtual pinball games, and that's the route. I would much rather be able to play, you know, a huge variety of games than to be able to have one pinball machine. I really only have the room down here for one. It's kind of right in the middle of the room right now. It's okay here. I don't know if it'll stay here. Maybe eventually it might go somewhere in this area if I can figure this out right. But yeah, that's kind of an overview of the pinball machine. You can see I've got a nice cup holder here. Yeah, nudge button, flipper button. Sorry, nudge button, flipper button here. Actual plunger. Excuse me if I get any of these names wrong. I am by far, by no means a pinball expert. I'm getting there, getting much better at playing pinball, that's for sure. So we'll take a real quick look at some of the games here. Just kind of flip through. There's pinball effects games on here, which I actually mostly ignore. As you saw, I had Batman 66 on there. That's one of my absolute favorites. These are a lot of pinball effects games. Masters of the Universe. I don't believe this is one. Yeah, this is one that was like made by the community. So you'll find a lot like that. I don't believe this one ever actually existed. And then we've got classics like Medieval Madness, both the pinball effects version and a recreation of the original 1997 Williams version. And this has been fantastic for me to learn some of the classic pinball tables. I wasn't that familiar with a lot of the classics. I had played stuff like this, Monster Bash, in the past. Here's the actual version. The digital pinball version of this is fantastic. Some are better than others. I'm learning the process of updating tables and tweaking things to the way that I like it. So it's going to be an ongoing process through this winter for sure, messing around with this. But such a fantastic way to learn about new pinball tables like this one right here. No Good Gophers. This is a fantastic one. Sorry, I don't play the visual pinball ones or the pinball effects ones. I usually play the visual pinball ones. Should mention it's running off of Visual Pinball. Now, I forget the name of this front end. I can't remember. But I'm sure a lot of you who are familiar with this stuff already know by just the looks of it. But yeah, anyways, Pinbot, there's another classic. This is a really fun kind of late 80s, mid to late 80s game. Radical. Red and Ted's Roadshow. This is a really good one as well. Teddy loves this one because it's like construction themed. So yeah, it's been a ton of fun learning some of the classic pinball tables that I've never really had a chance to play. You know, a lot of these are tough to find. Simpsons Pinball Party here. Yeah, tons of stuff on here. I'll put up the tripod and I'll give you guys a quick playthrough here. All right, here we go.
Gotham City, metropolis of wonders.
This one has some great video footage incorporated, as you can see. can battle all sorts of villains, and then there's sub-villains like King Tut, I think, what's his name, Egghead. See, now the bat phone's ringing, we gotta answer the bat phone. Let's see if we can hit it here. I've gotten decent at this, but it's been a few weeks since I played this one. Gotta answer that bat phone. There we go. So we've answered the bat phone, and we're battling the penguin right now. We gotta hit all the glowing umbrella spots here. And you can see the crane is moving. We gotta hit the ball of the crane. Just missed. This one is a ton of fun. And this is modeled after an actual existing pinball. There, see, I hit it, and now that one is lit and stays lit. This is modeled after an actual, this pinball table actually exists. Got the skill shot there. Ah. That's called draining, I learned. When the ball goes through. Draining a ball. Can't seem to hit that crane. Gotta hit the ball on the end of the crane. Let's see. Not doing so hot. There we go. Got one. There we go, got another one. So we got 3 of them so far. You can see they stay lit once you hit them in those areas. Ah, didn't hit it hard enough. You can see you gotta keep it lit right here. And then eventually you capture the Joker and you can move on to different villains. So yeah. That's a quick look at the table in action. Batman 66, one of my absolute favorites. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, a huge thank you to the viewers and subscribers. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to add something like this to my game room. As I said, some of the revenue that I make from these videos, that's what pays for stuff like this that I can add down here and hopefully bring you guys some content. Once again, huge thanks to Chris Giles. Again, I couldn't have done this without you. And of course, Woodstock Custom Arcades. Link is in the description below. Head over there. You'll find some of the best pricing in North America. And I can absolutely vouch for the quality of craftsmanship that Derek does. Fantastic job on this machine. I'm super happy and can't wait to bring you guys some more pinball related videos. As always, thank you so much for watching, and till the next episode.